Wonder Woman is a character who's had an interesting history of media adaptations. While people can point out the two DCEU movies starring Gal Gadot and directed by Patty Jenkins, or the Linda Carter TV show from the 70s, that's mostly it, besides appearances and team-up shows like Justice League or DC Superhero Girls. Wonder Woman doesn't have the wide breadth of adaptations like her contemporaries, Batman or Superman, and thus you don't have a lot of obscure oddities that is often explored, that those two have. Wonder Woman does have a few. You've probably seen other people talk about the Wonder Woman pilot from 2011 made by David E. Kelly and starring Adrian Palicki, and to a lesser extent the Kathy Lee Crosby TV movie that came out before the Carter series, which looks nothing like the comic because it took an influence from the character's run from 1968 to 1972. But there is one piece of Wonder Woman media that not a lot of people talk about: the 1967 mini pilot or test reel, aka Who's Afraid of Diana Prince. The pilot or pitch reel was produced by William Dozer, who had a hit with Batman and tried to adapt other DC superheroes for the small screen. The most well known was the test reel for a Batgirl show starring Yvonne Craig, but that didn't go anywhere except with Craig's Batgirl being folded into the Batman show. The Wonder Woman pilot didn't go anywhere because, well, it's not good. It takes the approach Dozer used on Batman, a more campy and comedic take, where the comic book elements are cranked up to 11, but for Wonder Woman it doesn't work. Turn Wonder Woman into a sitcom like Bewitched, where she's more timid and clumsy than the action heroine we all know. It takes away from the fantasy elements as well, where her mother is not Queen of the Amazons but a normal woman. It just doesn't work. It's not a good pilot, and you can see why it never made its series. But let's take a look at the first woman to play Wonder Woman, Ellie Wood Walker. Walker was an actress, and some of her most high-profile works were in 60s classics Targets in 1968 and Easy Rider in 1969. She was also married to actor Robert Walker for a time, best known as Charlie Evans in the Star Trek episode Charlie X. Walker wasn't the only Wonder Woman in this pilot. For a brief moment, Linda Harrison was also Wonder Woman. She's best known for her role in Nova in the original Planet of the Apes films, but she also had a small role in the Adam West Batman show, so hey, that's a cool Bat connection. Wonder Woman's mother was played by character actress Maudie Prickett. She was normally typecast as maids, spinsters, and aunts. She's been in roles such as Harvey or North by Northwest. She's also had a previous DC acting credit appearing in the Adventures of Superman show from the 50s. The pilot was written by Stan Hart and Larry Siegel, who would later end up writing the Carol Burnett show, and Stanley Ralph Ross, who would later become a voice actor with works in DC cartoons like the 80s Superman cartoon, Super Friends, and Plastic Man. So that's the Wonder Woman pilot, an interesting oddity with various connections to other DC media. Like what you see here? Then please subscribe for my YouTube channel so you can get more Watch This Space, but also other things such as my short films. Please remember to like and subscribe to the videos you just watched, and also please check out the Orange Bin, my blog, where I have write-ups of my episodes here, which with links to sources that I mention on the show. It also contains some of my old blog posts if you want to see what else I used to do back in the olden days. So please remember to check out my blog and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.